From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Friday, March 24th, 2023.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Puppygram, a store selling cute puppies in Berkeley, is facing what one of its owners has said are ugly, unfounded accusations of animal mistreatment, as well as an uncertain future as its city council considers an ordinance that, once passed, would ban shops from selling cats or dogs. The proposal is part of a broader trend in recent years that Michigan communities and a handful of states, from California to New York, have enacted to try to shut down commercial breeding businesses, often called puppy mills. It also was a clash between animal rights advocates who say that pets are more than commodities to be bought and sold, and free enterprise retailers who view the local and state bans as a threat to their business and ability to earn a living. The proposed ordinance was a reaction to a public outcry and a recent investigation that cleared Puppygram, which had briefly been forced to halt pet sales, of allegations of animal mistreatment and neglect. As proposed, the ordinance would give Puppygram a few additional months until October 20th to try to recoup its investment, which owners say is about $250,000, and wind down its operations. Some in Berkeley still want Puppygram shut down. At least 350 people have already signed an online petition on change.org to ban it. Others, however, fear Puppygram will end up filing a costly lawsuit against the city, or worse, the city council's decision would give Berkeley a reputation that it's unfriendly or unfair to businesses.
This is J.C. Randall with the Detroit Free Press. Residents of a 177-unit apartment building in Madison Heights will soon need a new place to live. The owner of Concord Tower wants everyone out by May 31st so that they can do renovations. The residents were first told about this move-out deadline in February of last year. Since then, the deadline was extended several times. But one resident told the Free Press that not everyone is happy with the situation, and she doesn't know where she's going to move. The owner of the building appears to be a Chicago company called Zaragon. The company didn't respond to requests for comment. Meanwhile, Madison Heights city manager says the building does need repairs, and she's glad that residents were at least given over a year of early notice.
I'm Brendel Hightower with the Detroit Free Press. The first weekend of spring brings Metro Detroit a parade, the beginning of Dearborn's Ramadan Suhoor Festival, fun-filled events with the Easter Bunny, films, and more. Here are a few things to do for the weekend of March 24th. Ramadan Suhoor Festival is an annual festival centered around late-night meals taken during the holy month of Ramadan. It will include food, beverage, dessert, and retail vendors. The festival takes place during the next 4 weekends in the parking lot of Fairlane Mall in Dearborn. Tickets start at $5 and can be purchased by going to the festival's website at ramadansuhoorfest.com. All are welcome to put on a costume and join the procession of handmade and human-powered floats at the annual March du Nain Rouge, a parade that will take place along Detroit's Cass Corridor on Sunday. Festivities will kick off from the corners of 2nd Avenue and Canfield Street in Midtown. There will be music and entertainment starting at noon at the community stage near Motor City Brewing Works. Ceremonies begin at 1 p.m. A fun-filled morning is planned at the Warren Spring Carnival that takes place 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday at the Warren Community Center. The event will include a visit with the Easter Bunny, an egg hunt, face painting, and more. Vintage and modern toys and comics can be found at the Dixieland Toy and Comic Show on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Dixieland Flea Market in Waterford. And the 61st Ann Arbor Film Festival, the oldest avant-garde and experimental film festival in North America, continues through March 29th. It is a hybrid event with online and in-person options for attendees. More than 120 films from across the globe will be shown. Visit freep.com for more entertainment news.
From the Free Press Sports Department and Michigan State writer Chris Solari. Michigan State basketball and Kansas State traded punches like a title fight, provided theatrics worth of a play on Broadway, every cliche imaginable for a big game in the big city on the big stage at Madison Square Garden, with homegrown players delivering at every turn for the Spartans and Wildcats in an NCAA tournament slugfest. until Marquise Knoll and Ishmael Massoud ended Tyson Walker and MSU's season. The two Harlem kids combined for 35 points, with Massoud hitting a critical jumper late in the shot clock in overtime to give the number 3 seed Wildcats a 98-93 victory over the 7th-seeded Spartans on Thursday night. For more on the story, you can search for Chris Solari's article, Michigan State Basketball Falls in Sweet 16 to Kansas State 98-93 in overtime on Freep.com. And for more additional stories from the Detroit Free Press, visit Freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.